Welcome to another video of Equation Academy. Here I am going to talk about the main inequality axioms. Well, the first important axiom is anonymity axiom. It tells us that inequality should not depend on who earns the income but only on how income is distributed. Suppose if we take an example of three people who are having the income of 10 rupees, 20 rupees and 30 rupees. Now, if we just have another society where income distribution is different and the first person is having the income of 30 rupees and the second person is having the income of 20 and the third person is having the income of 10 rupees. Here, if you notice, the income distribution haven't changed. The income of the first person in the income distribution A was 10 rupees, but in income distribution B it increased and become 30 rupees. So income of the individuals, their ordering might have changed, but the inequality is still the same. The distribution of income is still the same. So this is the anonymity axiom. It tells us that if two persons exchange income, inequality remains unchanged. And this basically tells us that inequality should not depend on who earns the income, but only on how income is distributed. Second axiom is population axiom. It tells us that if the population is duplicated with the same income distribution, inequality will not change at all. How? Suppose if you have an original population of two people who have the income of 10 and 20 rupees, and if you just replicate the distribution with a duplicated population, you just add two more people having the same income of 10 and 20 rupees. Now, as you can see, the income distribution is actually still the same and the inequality is also the same. The third axiom is relative income axiom. It tells us that inequality depends on relative incomes, not absolute incomes. Suppose if we have original income of 10 and 20 rupees and after doubling their income, they have the income of 20 and 40 rupees. If everyone's income is increasing by the same proportion or decreasing by the same proportion, inequality is actually not changing at all. So this is another relative income axiom which tells us that inequality will not change if we double or triple or increase or decrease everyone's income in the same proportion in the society. Fourth principle is called Dalton principle. It tells us that a transfer of income from a richer person to a poorer person reduces inequality, but the poorer person does not become richer than the actual richer person. Suppose before transfer,